Should you wait to upgrade your smartphone this year? Well, a lot of times when someone asks me that question, I say no, you should not wait. Get whatever you can afford right now. But the reality is, right now we're at a time when maybe you should. There's some really good reasons why you should consider waiting before you upgrade your phone, no matter if you want to get an iPhone 13 or not. Like, you should wait. We are too close to the release of the iPhone 13 to not do that. And the impact it's going to have on smartphones across the industry is really important. I answered the question of the video already. I answered it within the first couple seconds. So some of you just be like, okay, well, thanks for the help. I guess I'm going to go now. The rest of you are wondering, well, why, and what the heck am I supposed to do now? Well, listen, I did a nice thing for you. I answered your question really early. I didn't tell you why, but I can, of course, tell you that. If you want to hang out with me, let's do that. I can tell you exactly why you should wait to buy the iPhone 13, even if you're not going to buy the iPhone 13. If that makes sense. Don't worry, it'll all make sense. Right after this!
This is, you listening to Travis.
What up, players? Welcome back, and for all you new people, welcome. My name's Travis, and I do tech videos every single week and have a blast doing them. If that sounds like fun to you, sit back, relax, and enjoy the video. Anything I talk about will be in the description below, but for now, let's just get into the video. I've been doing a lot of videos lately about buying phones on Amazon Renewed. If you haven't seen any of those, make sure you check the links in the description below, and make sure you hit the subscribe button, because I'm doing all these videos about not only new phones, but phones you can get for a really decent price. And I bring that up because that's actually why you absolutely should wait until the iPhone 13 is released before you buy any phone, let alone the iPhone 13 itself. Some people want to know, should they wait before they buy a new phone? And a lot of times the answer is no. You just get what you can pay for and what you can afford in that moment. But we're only about a month away before the iPhone 13 is announced, and that's kind of important. If we think about some of the things it's bringing to the table, that's kind of exciting. But more importantly, what it'll do to the rest of the market once it does come out. Now look, we can talk about how it's going to have a better camera, how it's going to have 120 hertz, all the things you've heard from other videos, and that's great. Those are things you should take into consideration if you're thinking about buying the iPhone 13 at all. But should you wait to upgrade before the iPhone 13 comes out? And like I'm saying, yes. The main reason is because the way that this phone's going to affect the market at large, especially for the next couple of weeks, is actually something you can take advantage of. You see, even if you aren't going to buy the iPhone 13, you could get a pretty good deal. Now, let's say you are interested in the iPhone 13, you're really interested in the specs, the 120 hertz, the always on display, the new cameras, all the new things that Apple's going to show us in a short amount of time. Like, that's great. You want a new iPhone, maybe you have an older iPhone, and it's time for you to upgrade, awesome. There's going to be some deals you can take advantage of, and you probably should trade in deals from your carrier, and maybe even some deals from Apple themselves, although that's kind of not always the case. But maybe there is. Having said that, all of the phones that are currently being traded in are going to flood the market, which means there's going to be a great secondary market for a lot of people out there, including promotions for other types of phones. This happens every single year. So the newest Samsung phones or whatever that's out there, they're also going to be putting deals out around the same time as the iPhone 13 comes out, which means you're going to be able to get a better deal on a phone very, very soon. So even if you aren't interested in an iPhone 13, waiting just a little bit longer could actually save you some money. Also, the trade-in value of your own phone typically goes down over time, but for whatever reason, these manufacturers, especially Samsung lately and sometimes Apple, give really good trade-ins for older phones, sometimes phones that aren't even as worth as much as the trade-in value they're giving you. So waiting a little bit extra time sometimes can actually gain you money. It's a little bit weird. It doesn't always work out that way, but for the last year or two, the competition in the trade-in space is really, really high. And on something like COPPA or eBay where you can sell your phone, this is a great opportunity to get rid of a phone. People are going to be waiting for that secondary market to kind of overflow with the amount of different options you can have, and that's right there is where you can save a whole bunch of money. There's going to be so many phones flooding the trade-in market and the secondary market that if all you have to do is just wait, just literally wait, and you'll be able to get yourself a really great phone in a couple of weeks that you will pay maybe hundreds of dollars less for than you would right now. Now, the why wait people that are in the crowd saying, why wait? Let me just go ahead and get my phone now. That's fine. Listen, if you got the dollars to throw away, go ahead. But frequently you will see some really cool deals by manufacturers trying to outpace Apple. Like, if you're, again, you don't even have to want an iPhone 13 to take advantage of this. If you're waiting to upgrade your phone, wait a little bit longer. Samsung has been throwing out all types of not only trade-in deals, but then freebies into their pre-orders and even their secondary products that are out there right now, where you can get up to $200 in gifts periodically through Samsung.com if you're looking for a Samsung phone. And don't think that places like OnePlus won't do the same. They literally just did the same thing to try to kind of mess up the fold market by putting the OnePlus 9 at half price. And the thing is, everyone is watching what Apple does next before they make their move, and promotions are part of that war. And it's a war we can all win. All you have to do is sit back, relax, and chill. The iPhone 13 is going to have a bunch of great features that's going to make you want it. But if you have an existing iPhone like the 11 or 12, I'm going to tell you, you don't even have to wait. Just don't even get the iPhone 13. I'm being serious. Now, I said yes, you should wait if you want to upgrade your phone, but there's some people who just straight up shouldn't. And in my opinion, it's people with the iPhone 11 or 12 series of phones. First of all, those phones are still amazing. The power of the processors in both of those phones is incredible. The camera quality is great. I would argue I've had better pictures taken with the 11 Pro Max over my current 12 Pro Max. So that just goes to show how good the video and picture quality have been on these phones lately. And let's be honest, the AMOLED screen on these is going to look just about the same as it will in the 13. And to be honest, what other things are they going to show us? Things like the features you can do in the camera app that you can't do now? Well, if you've been paying attention to the smartphone game for any length of time, you know that a lot of these features get backwards compatible with the older products. This happens every single year. They'll show something really cool on stage, and about a month and a half later, it's available on the phones from a year or two ago. Apple will do this anytime that the hardware is not needed for that new feature. Now, there might be some features that we'll see with the iPhone 13 that use hardware built into the iPhone 13, and they can't make that feature backwards compatible. But for every single thing else, they will. I mean, all you have to do is look at the fact that iOS 15 is still compatible on phones from like 4 or 5 years ago. That still blows my mind that an operating system that hadn't even been thought of 4 or 5 years ago is compatible with hardware that a lot of us, or at least people watching this, wouldn't even think to use. So a lot of times when someone asks me, should I wait to upgrade? I'm going to tell them, no. But in this case, we're so close to the iPhone 13, I'm going to say yes. And the fact that there is no Galaxy Note coming out this year, if you're a Samsung fan, you kind of already have your choices. So you should probably wait, only because there's going to be a flood of older devices, maybe even devices from this very year that you can take advantage of. And I always think that's a great opportunity for you to save some money. And you know anything about this channel, you know if you've hit subscribe here, I'm always trying to save you some money. Hope to see you again real soon. Peace and love.